Now, see, this is where it begins to get very messy. When you allude to the fact that you were incoherent when a child was conceived, that's serious allegations. Like, I mean, that's something you don't really want permanent when you have children that can one day see this.
Simone, don't get it twisted. In fact, yo, a player's what I be. Complexion is Hershey. Chocolate lady, shh, just keep it low key. Talk with maybe too much G. Get the pimpin' from my daddy, game beef from my mama. Don't affiliate with those who O's don't have commas. Pillar 8 for those who chose to have drama. Got a meal to make so I can load and blow on her. Lil' mama is ahead of the game. I want the Xbox.
Family, what it do? It's your girl Tamika, and I am back with another video. Shout out to my family S&T squad, man. I love y'all the long way. Thank you so much for coming back and tuning in. Look, if you are new here, okay, you done watched 2 or 3 videos and you still ain't subscribed. Shame on you. You need to smash that subscribe button. Smash it! I'm on the road to 50K, man, and I need your help, no cap. Take the time to smash the subscribe button. Godly. Look, we about to get into a video, man, and I'm gonna have to meet y'all in the comments because we're gonna be talking a lot about this one. I'm pretty sure everybody know about Latoya Forever and Adam Ali. It's getting bad, y'all. So without further ado, we about to slide into this video. Let's go. Latoya Forever, man, she was a Canadian YouTuber. All right, and she kind of felt like she was just stagnant, and I understand that entirely, and that's one of the reasons why me and my wife is moving. Sometimes you gotta go to grow, you know what I mean? He was an up-and-coming YouTuber, she was an up-and-coming YouTuber. What do smaller YouTubers do when they're trying to grow and elevate their channel? They collab. So they begin to collaborate. Now, somewhere down the line within that collaboration, things became a little romantical. And what happens when the romance kick in, you have all types of feelings that will come out, and in most cases, some children. Now, these two began to grow their family. But as they were growing their family, they were also growing their brand. And this is where it gets a little tricky, because now 9 years later, they are going through a divorce, and it's beginning to get a real messy. Okay. You had Adam. He did an interview with Tasha K or whatever. We're gonna get into our thoughts about that. And then in the midst of that as well, Latoya Forever also uploaded some videos. Now, first they were on her regular channel, but she said that Adam had them removed, and she uploaded it to now her and her new boo's channel. And we're gonna get into that too as well. It's a lot of things to talk about, but it's also a lot of things that I feel like we could talk about in these comments that is just really relatable content. Y'all know how I like to do, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm extra. So, you know what I mean? Let's get into a couple of the clips that Adam did with Tasha K last night. Let's go.
Early on in my YouTube, career and her YouTube career, we both lived in Toronto, and I just reached out to her to collab on a video. But little did we know there was a kid already brewing in that.
Oh, so she was pregnant already.
She was already pregnant.
Now, I'm a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? So I really pride myself on being far away from naive. When I seen that video, there are things that I felt had some truth. Because I'm going to be real with you. There are just certain things that I felt as if Latoya could have did differently. Especially when it came down to what she used to put out on camera. But at the same time, I could see something with Adam. I can't put my hand on it, man, but sometimes I'm a real good judge of character. And a lot of things about that interview, although he did not bash her, to me anyway, I don't really think that he really bashed her.
Yeah, she definitely, and I'll tell this to her face, she definitely does not understand what is, for the 3D world and what is social media. To her, everything is just the same.
I can't honestly say that you can tell that Latoya was very focused on where she wanted to be in her life. And there's no shame in blaming that.
My goal was to be on television, and he knew that from day one, and he supported that.
At what point did you find out that he didn't support that anymore?
Since I stepped out of the marriage, after I moved to Atlanta, that was more of a downward spiral in our marriage. But we got past that, you know. He stayed.
But sometimes certain things can drive you incorrectly. And that's why I'm very careful and very strategic about things that I do on this camera. Because, you know, this shit is permanent once you put it out to the masses. And that's what I'm having a problem with them both. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really kind of like, I got gripes with them both. It's not really a pick and choose of who's more right and who's more wrong. This shit messy.
And the grass is greener syndrome was a major component to this. Like, nothing really satisfied this person. If you're constantly trying to prove to your partner that you're gonna be different or things are gonna be different, but that's not actually what occurs, you eventually get tired. You're like, you know what, that's it. Like, I'm tired. I just want to hit the reset button.
You know, I was going through depression, you know, low self-esteem. I remember some days I couldn't even get out of bed because I was just so depressed.
I really can see some of the behavior Latoya was talking about in her video, Adam exhibiting. I can see it. You know what I mean? I can't completely put my hand on everything, but it's just something that doesn't completely feel right with him as well. I can definitely see him throwing up, you know, trademarks and her business endeavors in her face. I can totally see that.
He said, you don't even own the rights to your trademark. I own you. I own Latoya forever. Like, you are not going to be successful on your own. He, again, threatened to go after my businesses if I didn't sign off on the proposal that he presented to my attorney.
Like, let's be honest, she's made many advances at me. Oh yeah, it wasn't cutthroat like, F you, I'm going with this person. While she's talking to this person, she's made advances on me.
Oh wow.
Now, Latoya got a new boo, and a lot of people feel as if she was moving a lot sooner than she should have.
And a lot of fans saying, oh, Latoya, you're moving too fast into this relationship. But people need to understand that I have been checked out of this marriage since 2016.
That's one thing that we can't always gauge, because what is put out in front of us sometimes is not reality, as they have both said. You know what I mean? So both of them could have probably like checked out a relationship 2 or 3 years ago. According to Latoya, she checked out in 2016. Now you're talking about almost 5 years of staying in a situation that you know you didn't want parts of, but you almost did it for financial gain, and I just don't agree with that. Now, the other thing that I really didn't like in the interview was they brought up Von's sexuality, okay? Now, it's Atlanta, you know what I mean? So there is a lot of bisexual and gay activity in Atlanta. Everybody knows that. Now, there's rumors that Von has dabbled, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, with guys in the past.
This guy that I'm currently seeing, he has a lot of gay friends, okay? He trains a lot of gay clients, you know, and just because he's comfortable and confident in his own skin doesn't mean that he's gay. And I know for a fact that he's not. So it's just hurtful that people try to attack gay as being something that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not. People have their own preferences. So I'm actually quite offended for the LGBTQ community that Adam would even say such things.
Adam made it very clear, you know what I'm saying, on his interview with Tasha, that he found out that for sure Adam has been with a man. Now, we can't say factually, but Adam feel as if he know with certainty, you know what I'm saying, and Tasha K pretty much concurred, because she does have some very reliable sources, no cap. A lot of shit she done put out has came to pass.
All I can say, I asked them, expose your lover. And
You did?
I tell him that. I told him that, or I will.
But Latoya did speak about it in her video. And as you can see in her video, she pretty much is trying to protect herself. Because she's saying, like, you know, even if he did dabble in the past, why should that matter?
And let's just say, for example, this guy had a gay history, you know? What does that even matter?
Now, I didn't like the fact that she tried to make it seem like Adam was just completely bashing the LGBTQ. Because now she's kind of opening up a door for him to get slandered in a completely different, you know what I'm saying, realm of shit.
There are definitely parameters that I've made very clear. And I've constantly reminded her, like, you know, because you lack the ability to read the room, you better tread lightly out here.
Now, there is one thing that I totally agree with. I don't feel like him signing on to the Real Housewives would have been very wise, especially if he agreed to sign on and she still wanted to proceed with the divorce. We all know how that narrative would have played out.
We were both excited about it. He was more excited for me because he always knew that it was a dream of mine to be on television, and he supported me. But when I introduced divorce again, because truthfully, I was just not happy.
She wanted to band-aid the situation and forget everything. I do think what would have happened was we would have shown our family life together with a lot of band-aids on.
He would have been the bitter baby father, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. She got a new boo, so it would have been conversations with her and a new boo, you know what I mean, bashing him.
Now she doesn't come with a family, so like she has to turn up. That's what I'm saying. Like, she was never a source of peace for me. Like, this is what it is.
I know how it works with TV, and they got to get ratings. And they ain't on there to see some old lovey-dovey shit. They want drama. You know what I'm saying? So I did agree with Adam in that sense. Another thing that I did find quite funny in Adam's interview is Tasha K flat out asked him, you know what I'm saying? Are you seeing somebody? Are you dating somebody? And he was like, nah.
Are you dating?
I'm not dating, no.
Okay.
But man, my man was all on the island with some chicks. Now I will agree, dating somebody and smashing somebody are two different things, especially from a man's point of view. But he didn't lead on that he was out there smacking asses with nobody. And it's very clear that he was out where he was out smacking asses.
Presidential, you feel me? When you see me now, you might as well call me Obama. I don't see no difference.
You know what I mean? But at this point, if he want to smack her ass, he can. Because she's pretty much involved with another individual. Now, see, this is where it begins to get very messy. When you allude to the fact that you were incoherent when a child was conceived, that's serious allegations. Like, I mean, that's something you don't really want permanent when you have children that can one day see this.
He knows my weakness is alcohol, and we got extremely drunk with our friends. I completely blacked out, and I woke up the next morning and I didn't even know if I had sex or not at all. Like, I didn't even know if we had intercourse or not. Like, I was so gone for like 2 days.
That's serious, because that child, you know what I'm saying, have to grow up and realize how they were made. And to be able to say that so comfortable, I just don't understand it. That was crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, basically, I mean, you know what that is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're in a day and age where you got to be very careful about some of the things that you say. Now, I pray for Adam's sake that he did not go to those lengths to stay connected with her. Because again, you're doing it for all of the wrong reasons. Like, I just don't understand how anybody at this point could have a side. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, it's so terrible on both sides. You know what I mean? Granted, I know they both individually love their children. But are you really thinking about the children? I cannot stand, I truly despise, you know what I'm saying, created YouTube couples, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? It drives me mad. Because see, here I am, I'm trying to grow my channel. And me and my wife, we pride ourselves in growing in love every day. You know what I'm saying? And when I watched both interviews, it was it was quite frank that neither one of them was in love with each other. You know what I mean? Which says to me that the relationship was never going to work in the first place. They got married for the wrong reasons. I mean, it just seemed like it was a pity party on both sides. I'm gonna be real. Because let's be real about the situation. You know, while y'all fucking around, you know what I'm saying? You now have 3 children that's in the equation, okay? And then you're saying things like, yeah, I was never in love with this person. I stayed with it because our brand. You know what I mean? It was a good financial opportunity. Seriously? That's what we doing? That's how we're feeling about the sanctity of marriage now? You know what I'm saying? It's some people that take marriage very seriously, like myself. And I don't want an award for doing what I'm supposed to do by my wife. But I'm also not going to be in a marriage for financial gain. What am I showing anyone in doing that? And that's what disturbed me the most. Damn the back and forth they got going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm more aggravated at the fact that you guys, that they continue to have children knowing how they truly felt about one another. It's like, man, if y'all want to fuck around with each other's lives, do that. But why would you do that when it includes kids? And granted, I know that sometimes people don't set out to have children and things happen and you kind of like just go with the flow of things. But it's like to constantly have children knowing that the foundation was far from solid. It's crazy to me. And it's just sad because like this situation is only going to get a lot worse. This is not a situation, you guys, of who's right and wrong. Because at the end of the day, they're both a reflection of each other. So whether, you know what I'm saying, Latoya want to paint Adam out to be this way, you was with him. And the way, if he wanted to do the same thing, you was with her. So all of these things that you're now saying that she is or he is, you decided to stay for 9 years. So now you got to live with it. But the thing I have the most problem about is the children that's involved. Man, come on, bro. Like, I understand there's probably some good ass money in this YouTube, especially when you get to the platform of an Adam and a Latoya, a Queen, a Clarence, a DDG. I know that money gotta look good. I know it gotta look good. But you guys, at some point, morals gotta come back into a standard. You know what I mean? We need to normalize, you know what I'm saying, that shit again. Because like, just to be able to fake a relationship for financial gain is corny as hell to me. Period. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Look, man, I want to know how you feel. Meet me in the comments. Meet me in the comments. Let's talk it. Let's talk about it. I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Look, we can agree to disagree without all the violence. Don't wake up in the morning and choose violence. You know what I'm saying? Don't be doing all that. Look, S&T, I appreciate you guys for coming back and tuning in. And until next video, I'm going to catch y'all, dog.